everybody, is let me see your transcript, your very favorite history teacher, also your nosy history teacher. Uh, I came home today. Taught summer. I teach a summer school class, so first time face to face since the pandemic. It's a community college. And I was laying down, and I usually go Tuesday night, but y'all have been seeing me. I may go other nights. I went last night, and so I lay down, finished drying my clothes, and I look online, and I see there, and I already did a review of Real Life Productions video of Jaguar Wright's unedited video from, according to them, back in February 2023. Um, so tonight they had, was total shocker. It said 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. my time, that it was going to be Nature Boy, aka better known, or legal name is Eligio Bishop. He is currently in jail in DeKalb County for 3 felonies. One is the R word, one is revenge porn, and the third is false imprisonment. Okay, he has been there a little, I think, like over a year. He got arrested last year. I think it was April, late March, April. So since then, he is accused of R word, false imprisonment, revenge porn of one of his former wives or goddesses or Orishas, like he likes to call them, who was literally trying to leave and escape, and she ended up, when he fell asleep, she ended up being able to basically run out of the house. When she left and ran away for good this time, he then put up videos of them having sex on Twitter. And someone had told her about it, like, hey girl, you on Twitter with you. And so she went to the police and she gave a statement, and then they arrested him, and then he had five different bond hearings trying to get out. And unfortunately, all the years of him being online and the Carbonation, which is his organization, which, by most standards, it's a cult. Even though they don't think that they're a cult, even though the 4 women on the picture said, no, he's not a cult leader. We're not a cult. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Okay. He was supposed to be interviewed via the phone from jail. But I guess something happened where they couldn't do it. And so the 4 goddesses' wives on the camera were did an interview and said, and I don't know if you can notice the picture, that's like a shrine to him, girl, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry to call you girl. So at first I was in there, and I was like, and I see some other people in there, and I said, I don't see the people I normally see. I shared the video and I tagged like everybody that I could think of who does Nature Boy content, because I was like, y'all got to watch this. Shout out to King World. I think he said he's probably gonna go live later. So but he's definitely been covering it. Him, the team, Sweet Mom for Life, Simply Anna, shout out to Logos Ashe. I think she went earlier. SL Davis, Max V, World Media, Fungi Fee. And some of them have been following the cult for years. And at one point, the leader, Eligio Bishop, he didn't mind everybody doing videos on him because he wanted to be seen. He didn't, because he has his own channel. I think they renamed it 3 God, or is it still Carbonation TV? So he had all these teachings that he has. He's documented all his ideas. Basically, his cult been just like 5-6 years. maybe longer. There are certain people who recently left that was not there from the beginning. Some were. Um, Most of everybody else in the cult is younger than him, or they came there for a really good reason, or their own reason, a search of knowledge and search of truth. But lo and behold, they ended up following him, and they kept saying like, "Oh, they're lying on him. These people are being paid to say all these bad things about him." And I'm just like, That's why I played that Shirley Caesar song. You telling lies, but I know the truth. Heck, we know the truth. Y'all put your whole business online on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Bigo. And it's like, did you think we forgot Eliseo Bishop out there having two of his wives fight it out? This is four. This man had at one point, he had six. You can even say seven, because Velvet, who's actually his legal wife on paper, who bore his daughter Eliana, okay? It took her 2 or 3 times to finally leave him. Her father was fighting for her to leave him. And then she went back, and the last time, I guess it took her another time again, and then she finally left. Unfortunately, I still think she still has a carbonation mindset, though. Then when she left, Janae or Natiri joined these four and another lady named Sheba. Sheba just recently left about 7 months ago. Her and the father of her child and their son. You probably thinking like, wait, he had a wife and she had a baby with another guy? Yes. Just like Jim Jones. He took people's wives. He separated them. He had multiple women that he was having sex with in addition to his wife, who Jim Jones was legally married to. Then he had like 3, I guess you say, common law wives. As you mentioned, that he had a little boy toy too. Same thing being said about Eliseo. Some of the wives up here were actually the one that's in the back that doesn't have anything on her head. She's brown skin. The one on the second one, that is actually Solar's legal wife. They never got a divorce. But guess what? Eliseo took her away from Solar, and he took Sheba away from Aaron. Aaron used to go by is it true? They had to give up all of their possessions, everything coming to him, and he doled it out. They all applied for PP loans. They all applied for, like, I think, government assistance. It was looking cute. They were all out in nature in Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and Puerto Rico, and they were out in nature and doing all this stuff, and they had all these teachings. But hell, like, what are you talking about, Shanta? Hey, Messiah, Trevor, Lord Emil, Messiah Birch. Y'all come on in here. And here's the link to the interview with RealLyfe Productions. I think it was actually a pretty good interview for someone who really is not that knowledgeable about the cult, because she just got introduced to people who were in the cult or left the cult because of Jaguar. So Solar and Shaka and who he was able to get them on the blue couch because they knew Jaguar. And now since Eliseo is back in the news, the 4 Marishas, or 3 of them, made a documentary called The Malicious Prosecution that really just maligns and to me slanders and defames, that's my opinion, um, Janae Natiri, who used to be one of the wives who ran away. Um, and she's the one, as you know, after she left the cult, she and then later on Solar left the cult. Then her and Solar got together, and then that didn't work out. And then she left him or kicked him out, and then Solar went to Velvet. So yeah. You know what? Hey, Ann 411. Hey, Ebony. Yeah, that baby didn't survive. Okay, I'm sorry. I just misread what you said, Sean. Yeah, that baby name was Love and didn't survive. And Solar at one point when he left, after he left the cult, he started song. He had some sense. He said, "Oh, Eligio owes me a child." And next thing we know, we see him with Velvet. And I'm like, "Yeah, you finna take her child?" And some feel like they didn't have no prenatal care out there. He had him on some type of bee diet that actually was like making them sick. So I don't know if I that's how I feel like the baby died because they were following him. The one person that Sheba and Aaron, Kendra and Aaron go by their real names now. They had a son named Ja or Jahumi, so he was like the only like child that was like around them. I can't think of who else had children there. No, Eliana was there, and then Velvet ran away with her. This baby was right before he got arrested. Which time, Shanta? Yeah, they was, I think, not getting proper nutrients. But I want to do commentary on this because at first when I went in, I could tell that I was in there with people who didn't really know a lot. Maybe knew some things about the cult because I was looking for the people who I know would normally be there, and I checked all these content creators who cover the material. And then later on, I started seeing some other faces in the chat. I said, "Okay, she here, they here, they here." And then I started seeing people who really knew about the cult. They were putting comments in the chat, and so I think his name is Monty, RealLyfe Monty. He was after a while he was asking questions because he doesn't know that much about him, but he started reading the chat. And he said, "Hey, in the chat, they're saying this, and that." And he started asking them questions. Y'all, they started lying like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I said, no, they did not. Lie to this man. That's why my thumbnail says that. Because someone in the chat said, "Oh, what about the drone? What about the drone?" Right? What about the drone? And you know them heifers said, "We don't know nothing about the drone" at the same fucking time. I said, "What a goddamn minute. I know I did a video about the damn drone. Okay? I know I did a video about the drone like over a week ago. He got another charge. It was another bail amount." I'm just like, you telling lies, but I know the truth. And see, I only really became knowledgeable about carbonation, I want to say 2.5 years ago. I learned through Max V World Media. And then from there, I got into saw Funky Feed, S.L. Davis, the T. Now on the T's channel, she literally uploads videos of carbonation like unedited. So this is like their stuff they were filming, and she puts it on her channel, so you can go there and see it. I'll put her link to her channel. But any one of these people that I'm talking about, they have known about this cult for years. For years. Yeah, and 411 years. But it was in but and 411, it was within the state. And this is the thing I noticed about this. Zoka, the one, I forgot who's the one on the left, y'all, because I can't get their names right. I know his second one is Zoka. The second one is Malia, right? Which one is Efru? And what's the other one name? For some reason, I want to say one of them, their name is Portia, but that's not their carbon. They all have different names, y'all. They all have a carbonation name. And I didn't know that the two on the end, that they had been there 5 years, and the two in the middle have been there 3. And see, Shanta, no. But there were people in the chat mentioning that. They're mentioning like, oh, a lot. Well, actually, not really disease. Someone kept saying, "Oh, where are your children at?" Because I think 2 of them got children, right? Yeah, Malia is the one that looks like she's the character from Star Wars with a little thing around her head. But the second one, that's Zoka. The one I'm trying to figure out the ones at the end. I don't remember their names. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do commentary and about their video. It was actually under an hour. I had actually put my notifications on for them to for Eligio, but then it went from 6. We were all, a lot of people were waiting in the chat, and it went to like 6:30, 6. Well, 6 went to 6:15, and then I saw another link that said 6:19. The wives of Eligio Bishop. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess she's not gonna come on. Because I wanted to hear this mess. I was like, oh, just okay. Okay, so wait, where's my whatchamacallit? Let's get off of here. Let's go off the background so y'all can see. But yeah, I was just like listen to it, and I was typing as much as I could, but other people were typing it too. And then we were talking to each other, like making each other remember what was going on, because I said there were a lot of people I think that did not know, and the people that I recognized their names, like we knew, and then there was a couple of people that you can tell that they were carbonation supporters, and then there was one in there that was like a hieroglyphic with 3 God. I think that was one of the wives, because they were the ones that posted the cash app. And then I had said something in the chat like, because I think it said free 3 God, and I put hashtag keep him in, or keep him in. And then one of them said, I see one of y'all in the chat talking about y'all need telling him to keep him in there. That's not right. Whatever's gonna you say that is gonna happen to you tenfold. You're not supposed to wish that on your worst enemy to keep them in jail. I'm thinking like, oh, okay, then I won't say that. Justice for Janae. Okay, justice for Janae. I won't say that. I said, no, she's not to gaslight me like that. Okay. Okay, so Efru is on the left hand side, then it's Zoka, then it's Malia. Then who's on the right? Okay, so do y'all want to see the chat? I think y'all want to see the chat. I want y'all to see what people were putting. Okay. Okay. All right. What is this thing on my thing? It got something to do. Okay. All right. Because I want y'all to read the chat. Because the chat was, I'm sorry, the chat was lit. I was listening to them, but I'm a person that reads the chat too. So if you hear a fan in the background, my AC still hasn't been fixed. So gotta keep it cool in here. I called the leasing office again today. Still no one came by. You know what I did? Yes, did also the other person in the office simulated my, oh, we would like to give you a leasing renewal discount or something. Come to the office and let me know. I'm not gonna renew anything if I ain't got no AC. But then today I noticed the hot water wasn't as hot. I said, what's going on here? She got new owners. It's just like, damn, what's going on? I know y'all had to get y'all shit together, but damn. Got no AC. If it be up here. Okay. So I'm gonna mute myself so you all can if we gonna start it. But I will interject to give my commentary because let me do this before we go. This video is protected by Section 117 Use of Copyright Act of 1976. Allows me for free use for purposes of Christian commentary and user reporting to scholarship and research. Fair use is used by copyright using my otherwise being infringing, non-profit, educational personal use to be allowed or fair use. This video was made for entertainment purposes and transformative in nature. And FYI, if anybody else wants to come on here, no, I'm not eating, but I will be eating soon because I woke up from my nap late. But make sure that I want to when I'll mute myself. But right now I have braces and a tongue tamer, and y'all need to pray for me. That's what they told me. I have this tongue tamer in for 6 more months. 6 more months. That's why I sound like the cat from Sylvester the Cat or Tweety Bird from the Bug Buddy cartoon, suffering succotash. I saw Plea tag. So, all right. So I'm gonna mute myself and I'm gonna start the video. Okay. Once you know this video is projected, and I will share the link to RealLyfe Solutions, RealLyfe Productions, the video in case you want to watch it without my commentary. So you can hear this mess for yourself.
All right, and once again, RealLyfe Street Stars, we are live on our platform of RealLyfe Productions with Three God, aka Nature Boy, aka Legio, or BK Legio, his goddesses. Thank you, ladies, first and foremost, for taking your time to even speak with us. Again, this conversation was supposed to be had with Nature Boy on the line as well. But of course, I'll let y'all explain as far as why he may not be on this call in itself. As we get started and to talking, first and foremost, I want y'all to introduce yourselves. If y'all could just go down the line and just kind of let us know who you are.
Okay. Peace, I'm Goddess Ephraim.
Peace, I'm Goddess Zoka.
I'm Queen Malia. Peace.
And I am Goddess Aya.
And ladies, thank you again. First and foremost, before we even get started, how are you guys doing? How are your spirits right now? Just how are you feeling, even coming into this phone call?
Well, we're fighting, especially against some very serious but false accusations at this moment. And it is something that has put our family under a lot of stress at this moment, but we remain optimistic and positive that the truth will eventually come to the light.
Right.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. I want you to, because again, as we ask questions, I know one person is definitely going to speak for everyone. And even if you feel the same way, if you want to just reiterate, just to kind of double down on it, just to make sure, again, that y'all are a unit, y'all are moving as one, and y'all are of the same mind. But even if you're not, even if you feel a little indifferent, feel free to, of course, speak. Just, if you want to add a little bit more to any question that we ask.
Yeah, I just wanted to add that this process has been very stressful. It's been a year and 1 month since Eligio has been falsely, accused of these charges and been away from his family. And it has been very stressful, especially since, he didn't do anything. Like the world knows that he's innocent from these charges. So we're thankful to be.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you right there, sis. Remember what I said, y'all? Who's telling lies? You telling lies and not know the truth, ma'am. The whole world don't know he innocent. And yes, in the United States of America, we do believe in you're innocent until proven guilty. But yo, man's been putting his business on the internet for everybody to see. Everybody to see. So if he's not guilty of what he's charged with now, he might be guilty of something else. Let's keep going.
Here to, you know, shed light on the truth, because that's what we're, you know, what our goal, what our objective is to just shed light on everything and speak the truth. So I'm thankful.
We appreciate that. And we are thankful for you allowing us to come onto your platform and giving us the opportunity to speak our truth and to put that truth out there so that more people will be aware. And if anyone who is watching this live may know of, you know, resources or things that could help us, because we are being maliciously prosecuted at this moment in time.
I'm gonna tell y'all. She just said maliciously prosecute. She said that on purpose. Within the last week, on their Carbonation channel, they released a documentary. They got somebody's help to produce a documentary, and it's titled "Malicious Prosecution." Basically, they're putting forth this, I guess, say, narrative that the T, and they doxed her, called by her real name, convinced Janae or Natiri to file a police report against Nysa Boy, right? So, and they're like saying the cops are in on it, on, I guess, persecuting Eligio, and he's under this bad rap, and they feel like she's not telling the truth. How can you say you were y'all made love but then say you were raped? Probably because she had no other choice at the time. She's in a damn cult, so yeah, it's probably, you know. But anyway, I'm telling y'all, there's a reason why they are on this goddamn real life productions, because they want to get more. They want to get their own little documentary out to help their husband. Okay. I heard, it was reported to me, Real Life Productions give a little change for these interviews. I don't know how true that is, so I can see why they over there on there. So last year, after Nature Boy went to jail, they got interviewed by Tasha K. And Tasha K went to their home because they were in DeKalb County in Atlanta, Georgia, and interviewed everyone that was there that was still there. But after that interview, people started leaving. Along with Eligio, aka Ninja Ward, stayed in jail, people started leaving. These four are the last ones standing. And one, Zoka, and the second one right there, she actually left twice. She just came back. If you notice, she's the only one that doesn't have her hair covered. I was like, why she? So I don't know how they convinced her to come back. I think two of them were in shelters or something.
Yeah.
I know that
they got kicked out of their
you haven't shared
house.
the malicious prosecution
Rental
yet
house.
on your channel.
We hope you do.
We hope that you do.
Yeah.
But if you go to our social media, our Instagram, which would be 3Ligio, that's 3LIGIO dot 13ISHOP. That is our Instagram. And our YouTube is Nature Boy TV. If you go there, you will be directed to see all of the corruption within the DeKalb County Police Department, what we have been going through. You will clearly see that all of these allegations are clearly false.
Yeah.
So Goddess F. Rue put together a very well video. It's very clear, straight to the point. You'll be able to know exactly what's going on.
Yes, that's a fact.
Definitely. I was going to ask, and again, we're going to come from a standpoint of, you know, some people may have more information, some people don't. So we're going to come from like a naive standpoint. But I want to ask, a year and a month ago, you know, of course, this is when he was, again, grabbed. What were the charges that are being, that he's being held on? Yeah, go ahead. Thank you. Falsely. What are the
falsely accused, maliciously. This is a malicious prosecution. False imprisonment, rape, and 3 counts of prohibition on nude, which were false.
Yeah.
The alleged victim never said anything about rape. She was coerced by
Chantel Coleman,
also known as the T. This is her real name. She put her name out there as Alice Castor, but that's not her name. Her name is Chantel Coleman, the T, who coerced her to say rape, which she never said rape. In every single video, if you watched it, she said we.
Okay, y'all. So as you can see, they kept saying malicious prosecution. I'm just letting you know right now. Efru, Aya, and Zoka have the most education. Like they've been to college, they ain't finished. But Malia, sometimes she says something, it just don't sound right. Just let y'all know. Yeah. Did she just dox them? I might gonna have to see, I don't even know if that's your lady real name. I can't believe nothing they say. I just don't know. So okay, let's keep going.
We made love.
Yeah.
We made love. Yeah. This is a malicious prosecution. The detectives are involved. The prosecutor is involved. Detective Gregory Moore, Detective Panosium, Monica Panosium, and what is the prosecutor? Tabitha are all included in this malicious prosecution. And we're still, in this moment, fighting.
Tabitha Pasmino is the prosecutor in the case, just actually prosecuting this case. But as you can see, they're like, oh, all these people have ganged up to put this innocent man, according to them, into jail. Okay.
And the judge, Stacey Hydra. We are in this process, still fighting these alleged charges, these false charges. And we just need some help, some assistance from anyone that just can help us.
Yes.
We have everything that we need, but if anybody sees anything that they can do to help, that's all we asking for. We talking about these charges. We don't talk about anything else that goes against these charges. If it doesn't help and it doesn't aid in our helping to help these charges, we don't want to talk about it. We don't. And as you can see, our family has been going through a lot. This is very stressful on Mr. Bishop and his family because this is keep happening. We've been swatted multiple times.
Yeah.
In every single country we've been in, we've been swatted.
Right.
And they've investigated in these countries and they found nothing. But when we got to the States, they got all of these critics and these people calling up to the jail. As you see, all in these police reports that's in the video that Goddess Efru did. I'm grateful, thankful. She put together a well-organized video that is simply explained. This is a malicious prosecution. And we need this video to be posted and out.
Yes.
We don't need to be wait for y'all to wait. We need this to be out because this is wrong.
Yeah.
And this is not just happening to Eligio. This is happening to everyone. He just has family behind him that's able to speak up on his behalf.
Hear me.
While they play with him.
He was supposed to be on this call today. Can y'all explain as far as why he was unable to make this appearance today?
The same reason why he is incarcerated today in the DeKalb County Jail is because of online critics. They call the cops, say false, horrible things that is like.
Okay, baby. Okay, Zoka, baby. Now, I don't think it's right to get swatted, but if you are a concerned citizen and you see something illegal or concerning, you have a right to call the police and inform them and let them know. Okay? But y'all was not innocent in them damn countries. Y'all are not innocent over there in DeKalb County. Because I could have sworn I saw a video of y'all dancing out in the rain in this nice little suburban neighborhood, causing all kind of fucking ruckus and shit, and you're getting on your neighbor's case. Y'all got detained in Hawaii for touching endangered species, a turtle out there doing fucking COVID. You were not abiding by the COVID restrictions. Then y'all got kicked out the country. They just want Hawaii just want not the country. Hawaii just wanted y'all to leave. Send y'all back to the mainland. So y'all just not totally innocent. Your man's not totally innocent. You were doing some stuff.
Lies. Constantly for the past 6 years, he has been on his journey of spirituality and teaching, knowledge of self.
And that's it. Talk about being in tune with the universe and nature. And these people twist and turn our words and make it seem like it's horrible. We're not horrible people. We're just teaching about science and knowledge of self. And these people take it and taunt it and make it look like we're bad people, but they're the bad people. They're projecting their evil onto us.
Period.
And we're going to stop to it by being on your platform.
I ain't no bad person.
Yeah, the truth
Definitely.
is,
So
it's because it's gone too far. It's gone too far with the trolls, and it's gone too far. This is our life. You're playing with these are real people lives. Like he's in jail for a year for what someone said. A woman said something out of her mouth, and he can be incarcerated for a year off of that. That's off. You should question the jurisdiction and the reality of what world we're living in, because that's not right. And he's been denied a speedy trial, which is his constitutional right, by a public pretender. She's not trying to help him. She's trying to make sure that the prosecutor get her check and she get her check.
It's not right.
Yeah, I personally was not aware you could deny a speedy trial.
Wait, deny a speedy trial? That's where you get a good lawyer to remind your state to give your person a speedy trial. Y'all been having all these motions trying to get him free, and he hasn't been freed. Plus, COVID made a backlog, and then all the stuff y'all been doing on here, that stuff is being given to the prosecution so they can use it against Eligio. They had a lawyer. That man left. Oh Lord, it's just right. And 411.
I thought you had a right to that.
Yes. And that's the thing. When we went to our bond hearing on June 2nd that just passed, we had a file for out of time speedy trial, because recently when he was first incarcerated, he had a public defender. He told this public defender, he said, I want a speedy trial.
Exactly.
This same public defender said, no, I'm not going to put it in. So we continually reached out to her to stress her the importance of her putting in this speedy trial, because it is his right to have a speedy trial.
Right.
Of course, she's still denied, and she put in the wrong one. And she did come. We did get subpoenaed her to testify, and she told the judge the truth. She said, yes, I denied putting in the proper speedy trial for him. But the judge still denied his speedy trial.
Right.
And so what we're looking at here is we're looking at a person's humanly rights being violated.
Yes.
And I know that this happens all across the world, worldwide, where the justice system is not just and it is not fair.
Right.
If you could be incarcerated for a year for just because someone said something, or someone said that you did something without properly investigating, that's something wrong with that. Yeah. And for you to be held and denied certain privileges that are human rights, that's not right.
It's not.
And it's not right at all. And we are here to stand up for his right and the rights of others who are victims to this justice system.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned he had a public defender, so he still has a public defender at this point?
Right now, he doesn't have a public defender. He's represented by his attorney, which has done a very good job at helping us get to where we are now.
Yes.
So she's helped us a lot, tremendously.
Has anyone come out to question you guys, or you ladies, I'm sorry, in regards to this scenario?
No.
No.
The night that they took us into questioning to their headquarters, we were all detained. They never asked us anything about this case. Never. Only questions about nothing else but me and Mr. Bishop's relationship. That's it. They never asked us anything about the case.
No.
Never. They all took us in and questioned us, but never asked us about it.
Yeah, it was a straight setup.
Yeah,
They separated the men outside, put the woman inside, and then arrested all of us. And we went to the station, and everyone was in a cop car individually. Everyone was set in a separate room individually.
They've had at least 2 public defenders. And one asked, I think the guy asked, because I think there was a white guy and there was a black guy. And the black guy asked to be removed. I think they tried to pay him, but there probably was no money. Then they got another public defender, and so now they found them an actual lawyer.
And then they never came in and questioned you. They never came in and asked no questions. Only people they asked questions to was Gadazoka and Queen Malia. And what they said was, "What would you do without him?"
That's it.
What do you mean?
Yeah, so this whole prosecution, it wasn't done properly.
No.
The alleged victim just goes up. She didn't even do it. She was coerced to even talk to the detectives. And even when she did talk to the detectives, she never said that her Mr. Bishop, he raped her. She continuously stated that they made love.
Yes.
And if you're going to do an investigation on charges with this much severity, you should take the time to get all perspectives. Right. That's how you know it was malicious. If you go to the malicious prosecution video, when we talk about the detective's intent, the detective even mentions that he's been trying to get Mr. Bishop for a while now. He's been watching videos. He's been watching the trolls, the online critic videos. Our king, Eligio, he has 3-hour-long videos teaching. They will get 1 minute of a video and twist it and turn it into something negative. And they send all these videos to the police everywhere we go. We've been to Mexico. We've been to Nicaragua. We've been to.
She is forgetting that there's a video of Eligio Bishop saying that he will let his son see him have sex with the mother of his child, and that he would walk around naked, and if his son touched his, you know what, he would let his son play with it. So they can miss me with that. Oh, people are online critics and they're taking snippets when that is out there on the internet.
Puerto Rico, we've been to Panama. They find a little piece of our home. They will find our location. And they will send these videos to the police wherever we are, and then the police come swat us, big guns, running down on us, take us to get investigated. They never find nothing. We always leave, and we always clear. But this
proper
time,
investigation. They have psychologists there. They do proper investigation. They sit down and talk to every single person and ask every single person, "Are you okay? Are you fine? Everything goes on well here?" And everyone lets us go, and everybody is fine. And it's clearly in the video. Every single other day, they're coming to the home asking questions. Are we okay?
If everything is fine,
smiling because
a lot of half of y'all left after Eligio was in jail.
Leave them alone. We can't go to these people's house every other day harassing them. Ain't nothing's going on, ma'am. We just went to the house. The police said we just went to the house.
Right. Yeah. That's in the police prosecution video too. It's exclusive footage of police body cams. It shows all of that. It shows the online critics calling the police, saying off the wall things, just trying to get the police to come and get him removed. Like, that's their objective. That's something that we've been constantly going through.
Right, and everything in this video is the prosecutor's discovery.
Right.
Oh.
It ain't our evidence. It's their evidence is working for us because they ain't got nothing. They're trying to find something. They're trying to make an innocent black man a criminal when he's not.
And they only got the alleged victim side. They never talked to anybody else. Like, we were there.
Witnesses.
We were witnesses. They never talked to us or asked us anything. After we left.
Okay, ma'ams, the prosecutor or your defense attorney of Eligio Bishop will call y'all to be witnesses in court. You understand that? Call you to be witnesses in court.
That police station, they took us all back except for Eligio. And then we seen the arrest warrant said rape and all the charges. We like, what? She said that they made love. This video, the interview she does with Chantel Coleman, one of Eligio's biggest harassers online, who actually wrote the victim's statement and who is in constant communication with the DA, sending her negative videos. She
Somebody
is behind all this.
gonna
Really.
send you
She's
video.
coercing her. And
So
these are the only people that they've been talking to, not us. Just the online critics, the people who, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. Everybody that come on y'all channel who know Eligio, they on your channel because they touched him.
Pyramid.
So everybody feeding off of his energy. And it's not right because you playing with somebody's life. It's been a year and 1 month. He been away. He ain't do nothing. Because people want to play with somebody's life. And that's not right. We tried to do it
You are so
the
right.
lawful way. We tried to go through the jurisdiction, put in a speedy trial, get the charges dropped, but they keep denying our shit because they have a personal vendetta against them. They feel some type of way about a black man with a lot of power.
Hear me. All he do is talk. All he do is talk. And why he got so much backlash and so much people that's upright in a fit, all he's doing is convicting your spirit. All he's doing is telling you the truth about yourself and the reality of what you're living in. You got to look at yourself in the mirror at the end of the day and say, "What? Damn, why am I so uptight about this man?"
And even in the chat, just haters.
So, even for perspective, how long have each of y'all known Eligio?
I know him for 5 years.
3 years.
I've known him for 3 years.
5 years.
And now you just mentioned the people who are in an uproar about him. Do you feel those people are out to, like, again, there's powers that be that are out to just basically prosecute him and just falsely accuse him of these accusations just because of a personal vendetta?
It is
Yes. He's a spiritual online teacher. He speaks truth. And the truth that he speaks, it just convicts people. And when the people get convicted, they get vindictive. They want to do evil things. They want to say evil things about him. They want to go to police and report instances on him that never even happened. It's just something that they said and that convicted them. So they're gonna go to the police and say these evil things to the police. What never happened. He's an online spiritual teacher. He is a really caring and loving person. He's very understanding. He's very loving. He's very kind. He's never done anything to no one. People project their.
Hold up, wait a minute now. When I did my video about Loyal, I found a video of Loyal getting slapped by Eligio because he tried to feed him a strawberry. You tell me this man ain't getting nothing to nobody? He slapped a whole ass grown man on the internet. We had some other men tell him to rub his feet. That's not doing nothing. What in the hell?
Their fears and their doubts and their insecurities onto him.
Yeah. Pyramid.
Pyramid.
That's it. That's facts. And you know what? They do have a personal vendetta. Everybody, first of all, the online critics get paid. These people are getting paid money. Okay, people getting paid money to make these videos and hate and
Hey, who's getting paid to make these videos? You know, because they're YouTube, Google Chat. By the way, it was reported to me that the Cheese channel is not monetized. She's putting it up there because she wants everyone to see what y'all been doing. Mm-hmm. Because y'all want to delete something. Mm-hmm. And by the way, I was in one of the videos, I think it was Sheba, when she left, she admitted that some of the stuff they were doing in that house, because he would tell one of them to slap another one. They were getting paid to do that because some people wanted to see them hitting each other. So tell the whole truth, F-Ru.
just troll him and bash his name. People who leave his life, they able to get this clout online, this internet. They on here on this internet. They like all the attention that they getting from if they just, oh, if I turn on him and I say this and this happened and I spread these lies about him, oh, all these people are gonna give me this attention. Yeah. So people are feeding off of that. The alleged victim, she wanted to be queen. She wanted this position. She wanted to be queen. If you go to the malicious prosecution video on Nature Boy TV, you will see the motive of the detectives. You will see the motive of the online critics. And
When did Yachiri ever say she wanted to be queen? My thing is, if somebody wasted the man, the king in the house, to go to sleep, to fucking run away from him, I don't think that's her wanting to be queen. Okay, good point.
you will see the motive of the alleged victim. And it's clear. And not only did she want to be queen, Chantel Coleman is paying, she is actually paying the alleged victim to do this. Her family is getting money from her to do this, to continue on with this. She's getting attention. Everybody's getting attention to continue on with this lie.
Yes.
Are y'all in communication with the alleged victim?
What was that?
Are y'all in communication with the alleged victim?
No, of course not. And we just want to talk about the basic principles. We don't want to talk about nobody. We just talking about the truth and how it's all set up and the lie. You know what I mean? Like the setup. They set him up, and we just want to shed light on that. I don't want to talk. We don't want to talk about nobody specifically. We ain't in communication with nobody. We just speaking the truth and shedding light on what's going on and what we've been going through.
How often do y'all talk with Leo?
We talk every day. Every day.
What kind of just support are y'all giving him in regards to just being, still on the outside, him being on the inside, as far as, just his day to day? What kind of support are y'all giving him right now?
We just his support, his strength.
Right? Yeah, emotional
take care
support.
Of everything because we are a family.
Exactly.
So we take care of the household, making sure that everything is held together. And he's taking care for
lawyers,
emotional
commissary,
all of that.
Phone calls,
photos every week.
Day.
Yeah. We send him photos every week.
Yeah. Make sure we call up there his visits.
Yes. Wellness checks.
Everything.
Making sure he's getting his commissary.
Everything.
Yes.
Making sure he's getting the right accommodations while he's there.
Yeah. Also, posting on his social media. We still posting the knowledge on Instagram, on YouTube. We've been over that, and just making sure we continue our mission. And even though we're going through a trial, even though we're going through an obstacle, we still standing firm on what we believe in. We believe in the truth. Yeah. So we constantly putting that out, constantly putting out downloads from Eligio, and just being
Support 'em
consistent.
in every
Yeah.
way.
Every way we can. We just
Being loyal.
Definitely. I see that you have right in front of you guys. Is that like, was that like a shrine or
Yes, this is
Yes,
our
it's
show.
altar? There you go. When it comes to the video of the evidence that you guys sent to us, that you, like you said, you want the world to see this evidence. You said this is all police content, or what the prosecutors have. Is there anything that's in this video?
Wait, what was that last part that cut out?
Is there anything outside of the prosecutor's evidence that's in the video that you've sent us, that you, of course, want the world to see?
Oh yes. In the beginning, we talk about swatting. We explain what swatting is. You know, when people making prank calls to the police so they can go to a particular address. And we show all the times we have been swatted in these countries, these Spanish-speaking countries. And then we go into how they try to do it in Atlanta, DeKalb County, and we go into the phone calls of the online critics that they calling the police,
And that they failed to swat him, and then they got the alleged victim.
Yes, we show the alleged victim's initial police report where she didn't say anything about rape or false imprisonment. Then we show the interview she does with Chantel Coleman, the T on YouTube.
Hey, I have a real problem with you're showing discovery information. Obviously, you got from a lawyer, and you use it to make a documentary on a current case. And I'm just like, what if a potential juror saw this documentary and influenced how they influence what they did? And I'm thinking like, somebody gonna send that video to Chapel Pass me on. And she probably gonna use her office to get that video off of YouTube. Why did y'all do this? Are y'all secretly trying to get him caught up? Y'all want him to really stay in there? Like, something ain't right with y'all.
YouTube where she's being coerced after she said that she made love. Chantel Coleman is like, you were sexually abused, you should press charges, you should go to the authorities and all of this. And then a week later, she goes, calls the police again, making another charge.
Coercion.
When she already did a police report. And then we go.
She didn't just go and file a police report just for the R word or rape. She also did because Eligio posted videos of them having sex on Twitter. That's called revenge porn. But the legal term is prohibition of pornographic images. It's 3 counts of that. So if it's not the R word or false imprisonment, he definitely got the 3 revenge porn. He did not get her permission to put those on the internet. So I'm just saying.
Going to the motive of everybody, and just we show the arrest, everything that happened, and then we just explain the whole situation, how it happened, everybody's motive. And
did y'all know the arrest was the arrest was coming down? Did y'all know that? Did y'all have any type of foresight of that was about to happen?
No, we didn't.
Well, 3 God looked out the window and he said, I feel something.
Yeah, he was feeling it more so.
That's all he did. And then they came down and shut the house down and arrested him.
So just to be clear, were there any crimes going on that you feel that were happening? And of course, I don't want you to,
No,
mess anything up. But
no, we know crimes was going on.
If speaking is a crime,
Exactly.
that's the only freaking crime that was committed, was speaking.
If it's a crime to be loud,
Yes. She sure did. I think Jag takes other people's stories and make them her own. And to me, I'm like, I kind of wonder, was she trying to be a new nature boy? Mm-hmm.
Passionate, intelligent, wise. If that's a crime, then okay. But when it comes to these charges or
No.
any other crimes or any other charges or any other allegations that people are saying, which is just gossip and hearsay, that's totally inaccurate. It is false.
People say
Everybody
anything.
who knows him knows.
Sorry, y'all. Yeah, Jag wanted Carbon Island. I want all the carbon people who have carbon reaction. I want them they can come here and Dallas up. We have carbon reaction. That's why. That's really why. Um, what's his name left? He was like, okay, first you got solar. Now you want the carbon reaction people. Now you got Logina. Let me get the fuck up out of here. That's why I go with that. And you notice how he left when Jag ass was in jail or in the mental hospital. That's when he left. Look, Janae and Kiri left when Alicia was asleep. Like, you gotta sneak away from these people. You just can't leave. Exactly. And by the way, Efru, y'all keep saying, oh, gossip and people making up stuff. Y'all have put y'all shit on the fucking internet. All they gotta do is send them a link. And y'all literally on this live actually said, y'all literally are telling the prosecution how much influence Eligio has. Y'all got a freaking shrine in front of you. You say, oh, we speak to him every day or every week. You're like, oh, we putting his stuff on the internet. So you still putting his message on the internet? Y'all trying to recruit new people? And then they said later on, oh yeah, we were able to get a really good attorney this time, and we got some help, and he has people that he knows, and then other people y'all don't know. I'm like, what the hell?
Very well that he does not
Wait a
break
minute,
any laws. He's 41. He's 41.
Never been convicted of a
41
felony.
Black male in America who has never been convicted of any felonies whatsoever. He always tells people to follow the rules.
Y'all remind me to look
tell
that
nobody
up.
to do anything like that.
And in the malicious prosecution, you will see how cooperative he is when he is being taken every time.
Even in all of the swatting videos, he always is
He
cooperating.
commends all of the officers every single time. They're doing an amazing job. They're doing a good job. He's always commended every officer. He's never going against their force or anything. He's just following all of the rules, and you'll see that in every video.
How long were y'all in Atlanta prior to this situation? Now, how long were y'all in that county?
Probably for a little bit over a year.
Yes.
And in that whole year, we probably were swatted 2 to 3 times a day.
Oh,
A
wow.
day.
Yes.
Yeah, we would look
wow.
out the window and see the police pulling up like
Yes.
clockwork.
Every day.
No one else is arrested. No one else is being held right now in regards to this scenario.
Nope.
No.
Okay. If the trial doesn't go as speedy as you guys want, let's say it is dragged out or it takes a while to get to an actual trial. Are you guys doing anything different? Are you going to stay there? Are you guys looking to do anything different, or is it going to be this scenario day to day?
We're prepared to fight We're prepared to stand firm in our judgment. We're prepared to stand firm and speak up and continue to speak the truth.
Yeah. Whatever
We're
we
gonna be here
can.
till the end.
Yeah. It ain't nothing.
Okay, everybody sing with me. You tell lies, but I know truth. You tell lies, but I know truth.
Nothing else to do. This is our family. Like, we solid in what we stand in. We loyal. Like, we all we got. Ain't nothing else. We ain't no doing nothing else while Eligio, our king, our family is in jail.
Nah,
It's nothing.
that's not the way to move. That's not the way to live. That's not even our heart.
That's not even moral, ethical codes.
Yeah, you live by codes. You live by things that you do unto others as you would like to do unto yourself. So if you was in this predicament,
Y'all, I got so mad when she said this. I said, oh, you quoting the scriptures now? But y'all religion supposed to be science. And then Elisha become a Muslim or something? How he 3 God and he Muslim too? And he's Messiah. Like, how you all these things at the same damn time? I swear, this is probably what happened if Marilyn Manson's wives had the internet back in the 70s. If they had social media like that, they would be on the fucking internet doing this shit.
this situation, what would you want somebody to do
You
for
want
you?
your family to stay down and stay loyal and help you out while you down.
Period. So
Yeah,
whatever they
exactly.
try to do in the jurisdiction, we gonna do whatever we can to make it speed up. And that's why we get on this platform too, so it can reach the right ears. So if anybody knows any information and is interested in helping us, then we are open to receive that.
That's facts.
Is there anyone outside of y'all four that the defense may want to speak to that could help clear Eligio's name? Any
Of
person in
course.
particular?
Of course. Yes. We have many people who will speak up in his defense.
Yeah, we have a lot of it's a lot of haters, but there's a lot of people who got our back too, who love us and support us.
Yeah.
So I have to ask you then, we did an interview with Solar, Velvet, and also Shaka. What category would you put them in if y'all saw any of their content or know kind of what they're on?
I don't know. We don't want to
Well,
talk
I
about
don't
that.
know anything about what's going on. We know about what's going on with our lives.
Yeah, we're not sure.
Okay.
You don't pay attention.
If we were supposed to have this conversation with Nature Boy himself, of course he's not on here, and of course y'all are here in his stead. But what information do you think he would have said while he was on here as well, calling from DeKalb County?
I think that he would have said he's an innocent man, that he wants you to take a look at this video and see what is happening to him. And he would just want everybody to take a look at it. Just look at the video. It's right there. He's being done wrong. Everybody knows already that he wouldn't do that. He has it is a million girls that want him. He don't have to do anything against nobody. He don't have to do none of that. None of that. So he would want you to know that.
I think he will also want everyone to know is that the DA actually.
Okay, so he could have any. You saying there's a whole bunch of women out there throwing themselves at Eligio, but what does he do when they don't want to be with him? Because that seems to be the biggest problem when somebody wants to leave or don't want to be there. I got a question. Oh, y'all listen to this next part. She gonna say what the DA actually offered him is like, I guess like a plea or whatever. Y'all listen to this, man.
Actually offered to drop the rape charge, which is the main charge. So it's questionable why he's still in there because obviously thankful that we found the right attorney. He's been not represented really good for defending his constitutional rights. But now that we got a good lawyer, finally, she's been talking to the prosecutor, and they actually offered to drop it, which is the main charge. And I think he will also want to say that even though a lot of people are bashing his name online, spreading lies, he loves you and he forgives you, and he don't have no malice toward nobody, because that's just not who he is. That's not his heart. I think he
There you go.
it.
There you go.
To add real quick,
So I asked a question in the chat. I said, GA offered to drop the charge. Is MB gonna take it? And somebody in the chat answered me.
to what Goddess Ephraim said about the offer that was dealt by the prosecutor. For one to be indicted, right? Tabitha has Nino indicted Eligio Bishop on the 89th day. You're supposed to have sufficient evidence, no doubt that this man is guilty.
Okay, I don't know if you see in the chat. So I said, GA offered to drop the charge. Is MB gonna take it? And then NYC State of Mind says, I'm gonna highlight it for you. Says no, they offered him 7 years.
For you to be indicted. And for you to drop that case and drop that charge for the rape charge and drop it, what was the indictment for anyway? He should have never been indicted.
Exactly. Shouldn't have been arrested.
He shouldn't have been arrested.
Okay, so do y'all see right here where my name is? In the chat, someone says, I was asking, was he gonna take the plea? And they both said the same, like NYC State of Mind said, no, because she's stupid. And the other person said, no, he turned it down. Because remember, he has 2 other, there's 3 cases of revenge porn and 1 false imprisonment. They're willing to take the rape off, but he would have to admit that he did other things. But he wants to fight now because he's not guilty, he wants to go free. And now, I forgot how many years the actual rape would give him.
Period.
Because if you watch, this video is very important. This malicious prosecution video is very important because, and I really hope y'all post it after this, and then Eligio can come in and
I don't think he ever posted it in the chat
for people to see. Because we play the alleged victim's interview she does with Detective Moore and Detective Panosium. She said they made love 3 times. She said she gave it to him because she has feelings for him. But in the arrest warrant, the warrant that actually gets you arrested, it says he forced himself onto her. He pulled her in the room.
Mind you, they wrote that affidavit up.
They wrote that themselves.
But the alleged victim never said that out her mouth.
They wrote that themselves.
Should Nature Boy like take the stand in his own trial if once it gets there? Do y'all feel?
I think that whatever works best, that's what's going to happen in this case.
Yeah. I want to ask as far as how much time is he supposed to be facing with these particular charges that they falsely, like you said, they falsely put on him?
Because this is one of the 7 deadly sins that you go to jail is a capital offense. He could be possibly facing life, which is why it's so important for this to be properly investigated. When we took a look into
so he could possibly get life. So he turns down 7 years? Y'all need a good ass lawyer, I'm sorry. That's what I was thinking. Like, no, you don't need to take the stand. But you know, he's such a narcissist. He may decide to take the stand, though. Funny Fee. Y'all check out Funny Fee. She also has covered Nate supported content a lot longer than I have, so she knows.
Discovery, we saw that the investigation was very one-sided, and for it to be such a serious charge, you would think that the detectives would ask more questions. You would think that they would break more into the case, because this is something that is going to affect his life. You know what I'm saying? In the long run,
They have so many cases to go through.
But there was no improper investigation done at all.
Understandable.
And for
go
the
ahead.
charge that they was going to drop, they was going to give him a drop charge, keep the false imprisonment, and give him 7 to 10 years.
Hell no.
Hell no. We'll
For
fight
some
the
shit
case.
he didn't do. Please,
No.
fuck out of here.
We taking no deal.
No.
Take
That
the
was
try.
the prosecutor's deal.
Mind you, everybody already knows about the
This
tease in
video.
Chantel Coleman's interview.
We're not talking
him
about the
her
revenge
saying that
porn.
he would never treat me like this.
Yep.
So she knows that he would never treat her no type of ill kind of way. She already knows that. And everybody clearly could see that. Everybody who has been following this story, seen how her behavior and seen the bullshit that was going on and how he was always trying to tell her, you know, let me give you some advice from a real one. Just come over here and sit down. You won't have to go through these problems and issues that you have.
Real.
But yet, he's not responsible for other people's mistakes. There's many people who've been a part of our family and have left, and you have seen that they have made decisions that is kind of questionable about their character. Like it looks foolish. You know what I'm saying? The decisions that they made online, publicly. And he doesn't have nothing to do with that. He don't have nothing to do. He was actually saving these people from destroying themselves.
Yeah.
And
Saving them.
clearly
Oh
we
my
can see it
goodness.
now. We clearly see it.
Y'all
Are y'all wanting this story
Kool-Aid
to
and
get
then make the
more
rest of the
national
Kool-Aid for everybody
attention
else?
as far as spreading it even further than where it's already gone?
Yes.
It
Yes.
It
will.
will. Absolutely.
It will.
Yes. A&E is actually covering this case. BBC were attempting. They're big broadcasting companies that's actually covering it, and we just want to keep putting it out and make it go as big as it can.
Yes.
Yes. Have y'all tried to start as far as like a GoFundMe or any type of fundraiser to help his attorney fees and things like that?
Well, we haven't started the GoFundMe just yet, but we do have a Cash App that everybody can donate to help with this cost, because it does get costly.
We pay a lot of money every month, $1,500 a month
For a phone call.
Yeah. So our Cash App.
$1,500 a month for a phone call. On Securus? They just say they talk to him every day, but $1,500? Nah, that must be the attorney retained. Now, I'm gonna say something too. The BBC, the British Broadcasting Corporation or company, they were interested years ago when this white girl had joined them. But then I think her parents or something wanted her to come home or something, so the BBC wasn't interested anymore. Now, if they say A&E is interested, let me tell you something. A&E got a series about cults. Hello, that's why they're interested in your case. You a cult, baby. You a cult. Exactly. What you doing? And they're making all this stuff, and they keep saying like, "Oh, people are swatting us. People are calling in." Guess what? People are giving the prosecution videos. Guess what they're gonna do now? They're gonna keep on doing it. Why y'all on here? Y'all secretly want him to be in jail? I think so.
is 3LIGIO13ISHOP.
Girls
That's our
and
cash app,
boys,
and we are
they was
also
dropping that
posting
damn
it
cash
into
app
the comment thread right now.
for the rest of the damn video.
Now,
Okay.
I just have to ask, because I'm just curious, if things, for whatever reason, and I probably won't even need to speak into existence, if it doesn't go your way for whatever reason, do y'all have like backup plans?
No.
Ways?
Hell no.
It's gonna go our way.
No, and it's gonna go our way.
Yes.
Period.
Ain't no
Okay.
other way but this way.
Positive energy, positive thoughts. As far as if is there anything that Leo is needing that the world may need to know, like that they could probably, if there's anything that they could be doing on the outside, if you could speak to anybody, is there anything that he's needing, like maybe people to come forward, like you just gave the cash app, is there anything that he's needing in regards?
If you have any information on like civil attorneys, any type of attorneys, pro bono, whatever evidence or information that you may have.
See, I thought you went to college. Did you just say civil attorneys? Ma'am, your man, your king, your messiah, your three god is in jail on criminal charges. You need a criminal attorney. Oh my goodness. I bet she was the one that flew the drone. She was one that flew the drone.
Even if some people may have certain things that we may not have seen. Like I know that there's a lot of people who come forward with certain things that could help us in this case, like videos or information that they may think we could need to help us fight this case. Like any information, any and all is very helpful.
Okay. Remember when Loyal left and they said he left with all the hard drives? And they made it seem like Loyal was a traitor. And then we didn't hear nothing about Loyal until he passed away a couple months ago. So, and I think it was Sat 12 made a good point. Did Eligio tell him to leave and take it with him so they wouldn't have evidence? Because the DeKalb County did have a warrant for several laptops and several phones. Or did Loyal take it because they had planned to destroy everything? So I don't know. But his death is very suspicious. And may he rest in peace where he is. But I was gonna say also, she just said, "Oh, if y'all have any videos or anything," which means because when Loyal left, they had to like reset passwords and change which they have to change debit cards and all that kind of stuff. So I think they lost some access to some things. So they're looking for videos and stuff that will help his case. So that's why I think they're also asking for that. Because, okay, so like, you remember Loyal died in the house fire, right? So did he have, that's a good question. Did he have hard drives with him? Did he have cell phones with him? Did he have other stuff with him? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. World is usually World's on top of his stuff. Okay.
And I gave you the Cash App, our Instagram page. We answer all of our messages there. If you want to drop one on the YouTube link, any way that you try to get in contact with us, we're going to make sure that we're open to receive the information and so continue the conversation.
Yeah.
Is the lead prosecutor a woman? Is the judge a woman?
Yes, they're all women,
All women.
except for one, but mostly women.
Yeah, all black women by that.
Okay. So there's no real, I mean not real, but there's no men in this scenario as far as judge, defense attorney, prosecutor. There's no men
There
kind
was
of.
one detective, yes, the detective that said that we need to get this guy jammed up. He needs to go to jail and be put in prison.
What are you trying to say? Oh, because there's no men.
Gregory Moore.
It wasn't a
He's
fair
the male
trial.
in there. Of course, there are male officers on there, investigators, detectives, whatever the case may be, male and women. But the main judge and prosecutors, they're women.
As far as the detectives, do y'all feel like with some bad police work happening, lackluster, like they're not doing enough, or they did enough and put their energy in the wrong place?
No, I think they didn't do anything.
They didn't do no proper investigation.
It's not a proper investigation when you only have interviews from the alleged victim's side. How do you detain 15 people that were there, but don't ask them no questions and you don't have any interviews from them? You even in the questioning of the alleged victim, you don't ask her any more details as to what happened.
Right.
Like when you say, okay, well, he pulled me into the room, or did he grab your arm?
Right.
Was he that? There was no questioning of, like, there was no kind of questioning. It's not even wanting to know a little bit. Once they just got her in there to ask her questions. When she told them that they make love, they're like, oh, well, what about?
Did you ever say no? And he said, did you ever say no? And she was like, yeah, I mean, I said no. And he said, do you really want to go? And I just started crying in his arms. It's like, and they just take that. They already, in their mind, they've been watching him. Their goal is to already get him, jam him up. The detective says, oh, he needs to be in prison. He needs to do this. He not listening to what she's saying.
He's happy
He's just like,
he's happy that he's able to put something on Alicia Bishop.
that part.
If we ain't got you, we ain't got nothing. That's what he told the alleged victim. If we don't got you, we ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get this guy jammed up.
So they knew from the start that they didn't have anything.
So her going into questioning, they already had a perspective about him already, and she's going in there. So their mind is already made up that they're about to lock him up for false charges. They already had it in their mind. They just needed somebody to go in and testify and lie so they could lock him up. Because mind you, they've been doing this investigation for a very long time. People have been calling up there for a very long time, but they couldn't really get them on nothing solid. So they had to use the alleged victim to go in and say, oh, he raped me. But her first initial police report was never nothing about rape. And Detective Huey asked her, is there anything else? She said, no, there wasn't nothing else. Goes do an interview with the T, Chantel Coleman, and then goes back to the detectives and said, oh, he raped me. Oh, I found out he raped me. Oh, I just discovered he raped me.
Yes.
What?
Wow.
What?
And for those that are coming in, as you can see, we have a cash up there. All that goes to the help, of course, of Alio and the defense as far as fighting these charges that are, as they said, falsely put on him. He was denied bond. What was the reason his bond was denied?
5 times.
Yeah, 5 times. It's the 5th time. What is it? The same reason each time, or was there something new this time?
There are only 4 IOLA factors. So yes, they denied him on all the factors, even though he meets all of the factors.
He does. The judge is just biased because she's siding with the prosecutor.
Every time.
Every single time we go into court, she's siding with the prosecutor.
They've
not even listening to him. They already made up their minds.
They already painted a picture of him, especially with us having bad representation in the beginning. When you go into these type of situations, especially like with your preliminary hearings and stuff like that, your counsel, your representation is very important in the beginning. It set the tone for the rest of the case. And since we didn't have a proper representation, they actually has set us back.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Are y'all there for each court hearing? Are y'all present?
We're there.
Yes.
Okay. Do y'all see him anytime outside of the court hearing?
Well,
Like visitation or anything like that?
Yes, he has visitations. Yes, he does.
Definitely. How was the mood in the court? How was his mood during these hearings? I know y'all are kind of behind, but how was just the atmosphere of everything?
Well, on one hand, I would say rejoice when you are persecuted for righteousness and when you speak in the truth. Because when you walk in this sort of path, you're going to be hated by many. You're going to be persecuted. It is never going to look like how we think it is. So we're always going to face dilemmas, setbacks, all of that. But it's how we persevere is what makes
the Bible again,
what sets us
scripture
apart,
again, like
and that is
like
what makes him a leader. Because even though through all of this, you still see him standing tall. You still see him teaching. You still see him forgiving. You still see him giving positive energy.
Strength.
Fungi Fee, you missed the part where at the very beginning he said that he is asking questions as if like he really doesn't know what it's about. He's not asking questions from an experienced person who has known about him all the time. You know what I'm saying? So he's just asking if for people who may not be familiar with him. So that's why their questions are like this. Because I would ask some different questions. And he will ask a question. Because people were putting questions in the chat. That's why I have the chat up there so y'all can see it too. People in the chat were asking questions. And eventually, he asked him a question about what someone had put, like a lot of us had put in the chat.
He's very strong
and very resilient.
Somebody in the comments said, "Tell us about the drone." I don't know nothing about a drone. What is that?
I don't know what they're talking about.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry.
I know y'all motherfucking lying. When they said that shit, I said, I know them helpers did not say we don't know nothing about a drone. Well, I put it back. One of you didn't know about the drone because you wasn't there. Unless you were the one who went out and doing the drone. Okay? But y'all said that shit with y'all chest and loud and everything. So we don't know nothing about a drone. Then who was what? Liar, liar, pants on fire. In the words of Pastor Shirley Caesar, you tell lies and I know the truth. We know the truth. We know the truth.
So again, for the video that you guys want us to play, it's going to show some things that could, definitely, if the world gets a hold of, could possibly, alleviate some of the false prosecutions you guys are saying that is being put on Leo. But for everyone that y'all feel like, because I'm looking in the comments and, some people are saying let him free, some people saying keep him in there. It's like you guys said, there are no crimes being committed.
And for the people who are saying to keep him in there, I would say to watch your words, because once you wish on another person will come back tenfold to you. You're never supposed to wish this on anyone, not even your worst enemy. That's not how it goes down. What you should think about and what he teaches all the time is that oneness. We are on this floating rock in the middle of space. It's called Earth, but we don't know where we are. Nobody can tell us where we are, what we're doing here, why we are here.
Breathing the same air.
We breathe the same air, but yet we attack each other. You're never supposed to wish bad on nobody. It's gonna come back to you tenfold.
I was one of the people that said keep him in there, so I said, okay, I'm sorry. Excuse me, let me correct myself. Justice for Janae. And I think I forgot who it was. Someone said, yeah, let me see justice for Janae, justice for Mama Dia, justice for Zoka's baby.
Yeah, I'm just curious. What are y'all? What are y'all religion?
Go ahead.
Like what are y'all religion like? What is your faith lie? If it was different.
Truth.
Lies.
Science. The observation of nature.
True science.
Yeah, we
Patterns.
Yeah, we ground ourselves in the false sciences, melanin, grounding, astrology, biology, and quantism.
Yes.
Man, I would love to have y'all in studio and have a deeper conversation in that regard.
No, you don't want to come in the studio with a
for
deeper
another time.
conversation. Get rid of
Again,
that
once
damn
again,
couch.
Nature Boy is supposed to be on this call, but at the last minute they pulled it. If he does come back on, and y'all are able to, of course, be on the call as well, because we do want to try to kind of convene and have him on the call as well to be able to speak, and y'all kind of support whatever he says. How much, again, he requires his own media attention whenever he just even speaks, and we want to be able to give him a voice, if anything. How often do y'all speak on the phone? I know you said every day, but as far as if they took his phone privileges away, will he get him back within 24 hours? Does it take a few days? How does this normally go?
Well, whenever we we'll set something up, we'll schedule it. Whenever we hear, we're gonna let you know, of course, because this is something that he really wants to do, is to get the truth out there. So of course, once we know, we're gonna let you know.
And I'm just curious, and y'all could answer this one by one or in unison, I guess. I don't know. But what do y'all miss most about Nature Boy being gone?
Y'all gonna have to pray for me when he asked this question. The first thing that popped in my head was they missed his penis. And then some people started putting in the chat, oh, sex. And then someone else said, oh, they missed the beans. The chat was fun. Oh my Lord.
His presence.
Just
Him.
It's
his essence.
Yeah. He just needs to be free. He's a very
just
loving.
brings us a whole different atmosphere. He just brings joy. He wakes up in the rising with music and happy. He just brings so much joy into our lives, to everybody's life.
Yeah. One thing about him,
positive.
One thing about him is we are on a whole nother level of like awareness and understanding. And when we just are all together, we are just building. We're building on like the universe and like esoteric metaphysical knowledge. Like, and that's one thing I miss about him, just being here. We're stronger together.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
That I missed about him is his ability to bring people together.
Yes.
He loves his family very, very much.
Yeah.
And so he would he's a family man. He treats everybody like he just loves so hard. And that's why he's so passionate. Because he really cares each one of us doing well.
Yeah.
And so when people wish bad on him, it really bothers me.
Yes.
Yeah.
It really
So
does.
when you see people use the word cult, you more so think of family, I'm assuming.
No. You see that word cult, there's a whole story behind why he's not a cult. He was called a cult by Canada when there was a girl named Kayla Reed, a white girl named Kayla Reed came to follow him. He let everybody come and just live in his home. They at one point they was just eating his food without.
I think that was a white girl that killed her mama, right?
Know what was going on? There was no
That's
order.
when BBC
It was
didn't
no
want to
structure.
do the
And so this girl, when
documentary
she
anymore.
came, I guess her parents wanted her to come home. She did not want to come home, and her parents called all kinds of people, the news. It was very big and international, and they labeled him a cult
Yeah,
leader.
because they don't understand it.
Now, once they labeled him a cult leader, and the news took that and ran with it, now that word is going to be associated with him. But what he tried to do, because people kept calling him a cult leader, he said, fine, you want to call me a cult leader? Let's break the word down, because cult is nothing but a culture. Everybody who is in the United States of America is in a cult.
Yeah,
the police department, they are in a cult. They wear the same color. They have a chain of command. If their commanding officer tells them to do something, they will do it. But you know what? It's ignorance. Because when people see something that breaks away from the norm or goes against the grain, they label it as something bad or try to
Okay, you four. A couple of you was married to somebody else. He took you away from your husband and then became his wife. He was slapping y'all, beating y'all, making y'all fight each other, making y'all stand in one place for hours, listening to him, giving him your money, um, calling him three God, Master Chief. Now you're calling him King. That sounds like a fucking cult to me. Something that we don't understand. Y'all was out there, the man was out in the goddamn rain dancing in a goddamn suburban neighborhood. What kind? He had two of you fight on the beach. He had you away from your families. A couple of you left your children behind. I remember Nature Boy said about them needing the knowledge. He said, because he was three God, he said, my children are going to inherit his place. And he said, Jahumi is going to little job, Kendra and Aaron's son, that his son was going to serve his children. What the hell? Jahumi was 3 at the time. All last year, I was like, justice for Jahumi. I was like, that little boy needs to be in kindergarten, pre-K or something. I'm so happy they got away. I'm so happy.
demonize it. Yeah, they've been doing that to us, been doing that to our people for a very long time. So no, he is not a cult leader. He was just a spiritual teacher who went out into nature and allowed people to come to his home and into his life. Yes. And these people brought their problems to him. These people labeled him a cult leader when all he was trying to do was share. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Ma'am, you making it sound like Elijah was Jesus out here. You making him seem like he was the Buddha, like, oh, these people just came up and they just wanted to follow him. Ma'am, that probably was that at the beginning, but he started pitting you against you. Why is there an A team or a B team? Why does the A team meet with him about things and the B team don't know? All y'all call Orisha's or gosh at one point, Yamali is called the Queen. And he's called the king. What kind? Y'all talking about y'all not a cult? Please stop.
That's
Okay.
it.
Thank you for clearing that up. I appreciate it. Has there been any? And I'm just curious, and this is outside of the actual case. Has there been any other men coming in to assist y'all outside of the, any other men coming in or around to help out y'all or help out Elio and kind of, take charge, or is it just y'all?
Well, he still handles everything, even from in jail. He has friends, acquaintances, people who support him. But as far as taking charge, no, he takes charge.
Okay.
There's people who still calling him, and he has a better attitude than most people who are not even in jail right now.
Pyramid.
So he handles.
When I heard this part, I was like, damn. When I heard this, I was like, damn. They shouldn't have said that, oh, he still has people helping out and they're calling him in jail and he's still a leader, he's still running things. You basically described Warren Jeffs. Warren Jeffs was the leader of a fundamentalist Mormon polygamist cult. He ended up going to jail. Guess what? When he first got there, he was still running the cult from jail. That's what y'all basically just said. Yeah, Eligio Bishop is still a cult leader from jail, and he's still running things. Do y'all really want him out, or y'all really trying to sabotage this? Eventually, Warren Jeff's son is now the leader of. I think he's the leader now, and he had people trying to run away. Thanks to Jesus.
All of the business, all of the affairs. He is a man who handles everything. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if he's in there. It's still him.
Yeah,
He's still him. Period. He's solid. Like Pyramid.
Definitely. And again, and thank you for even sending us the video. Of course, I know we're live, so we can't technically do much with it, but we'll try to get it on the playback version of this because we will, of course, play it back. As Leo, he may see this interview, of course, again before he comes on himself. But just since we have the world's attention, if you could just say something to him right now. I know you guys talk every day, but if you want to say something to him on this platform, what would you like to say? In regards to just his spirits and things like that.
You said to him specifically?
Yes, speaking to him directly.
I would say I love you, and you'll be free, free soon. We're gonna be here. We're gonna be standing strong. We're gonna be standing tall. Always here for you because we got your back.
Pyramid.
She speaks for everyone.
That's
Pyramid.
right.
So hard.
Yeah.
And what would you say to the alleged victim or the prosecution or anybody of that nature?
I would just say to just have a heart. How would you feel if it was happening to you and your family member was accused on false allegations? Would you properly investigate?
Hey, Angel
Would
Wings.
you put your all into it, or would you go along with the lies? At the end of the day,
Well, if
you're
someone
gonna have
sneak
to,
an iPad in there or a phone.
you're gonna have to sit here and think about everything that you have done.
Yes.
Really.
No, definitely.
But it all will be forgiven.
Yeah.
All is going to be forgiven. We're not that type of people. But I mean, just have a heart. If you see clearly that there's some sort of injustice being done here, I mean,
You have to speak up.
speak up about it. Like, don't just go forward with that.
Right.
Definitely. No, thank you. That's, man, very well spoken. Again, if there was a narrative out there, I'm glad you guys are pushing your narrative forward. I'm glad you guys are having a voice. And again, we want to make sure you guys have an even bigger voice because every voice matters in this whole scenario. Each one. I keep seeing well, you guys mentioned the word pyramid, and I maybe I'm just new to it. What does that mean when you say pyramid? I thought y'all were saying period.
Pyramid.
Oh, I see people say period. We say pyramid. The pyramid represents the 3, 6, and the 9, which is the language of the universe. the 3. That's the whole download is from 3.
I got some learning to do. Well, I don't want to hold you guys up too long. Again, we're gonna try to redo this one. I know we kind of had a situation where Nature Boy is supposed to be on the phone. We're gonna set that back up. As far as for him to be able to speak himself, but I definitely want to speak with y'all, and I'm glad we did. There is a video that definitely gives much more understanding to what's going on and what you guys are missing in regards to this whole scenario. So we're gonna again add that on at a later time. And again,
I'm
go ahead
sorry,
and give your
I will not be
IGs, because I know
sharing
you're
that
gonna post on
video
your platforms as well.
that they
Go ahead and
made.
give your
You said,
IGs.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're just going to give the main Instagram and the main contact information, which if anybody wants to get in contact with us, like I said, these platforms will be available for you to connect with us. So the Instagram is 3, the number 3, LIGO dot 13. That's it, right?
GIO.
The number 3, LIGIO dot 13 ISHOP. That is where we can be reached at. Our YouTube is Nature Boy TV. We're coming out with a website soon, which will be natureboytv.com. Also, too, like we said earlier, our Cash App, you put it in the link, but it's 3 LIGIO 13 ISHOP. And so that's where we can be reached at if anybody wants to reach out.
This was a
Definitely.
straight
Thank you
money
so
grab.
much. Once again, I definitely give y'all.
This was a straight money grab. And you remember, here's the part where he said, "Oh, where he said, oh, thank you for reaching out to us." So they sent him their video. Oh Lord, that's when my sugar too hot. Hold on. Okay, sorry, one of my students. Sorry, yeah. Dang it. Yeah, I'm just like, what are y'all doing? Um, he said, "Oh, thank you for sending me the documentary they made." They sent it to him, and he was like, "Oh, let me interview." And he was like, he probably, and to me, I feel like, hey, any content creator, he jumped at the chance. A leader of a fucking cult is in jail? Hell yes. But then he couldn't come on. But my thing is this: y'all know somebody that don't like him. They won't. I'm just saying, y'all already know somebody gonna send this tape, the other one that they made, to the prosecution. I'm like, do y'all want him to come out? Are y'all really trying to gaslight him? I want him staying there.
All the credit in the world for having the strength to fight this battle, just the four of y'all. Y'all seem to be leaning on each other in a sisterhood that is should be marveled at with other young ladies in this world. But again, I do thank you for your time. We're gonna probably talk offline, so we're gonna go from there. And again, we're gonna try to reset up the scenario where Nature Boy is gonna speak with us, call in, and kind of course, speak his piece. But once again, ladies, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it, and we will talk to you.
Also, I want y'all to notice something. I'm gonna make it bigger. Do y'all see this right here? They have the phone right there so they can see the comments. So they can see what people are saying on social media. And right here it says Amaru, Netaru. I think that's one of them. So I kept seeing Malia a couple of times looking at this phone, and I think there's another phone behind this thing because I saw her a couple of times looking down like she was looking at something else. So we're gonna start right there. I'm gonna put the link back into the chat in case you want to go there and watch it for your whole self without my commentary. But I'm just like, you tell lies when I know the truth. Like that's why I played that song at the beginning because I said okay, but I really think he asked some very good questions with the short amount of time. And him not knowing who they are, I'm glad he asked them about that drone because people were dropping it in. Oh, that's a pun. You mean to? They were putting it in the chat. A lot of stuff was being put in the chat, and so he said, "Hey, they keep putting it's something about a drone," and then they both said at the same time, "We don't know nothing about no drone." That's the fuck you do. He's innocent. The witnesses talking about he being railroaded. I'm just like, y'all must be desperate if y'all doing all this. I'm just maybe because they saw Jaguar get out of jail, they're like, oh, Jaguar got out of jail. She used to hang out with these people. Let's go over here. And by the way, I'm gonna say this: Shaka, Genesis, and Solar and Velvet Omnium, they may not be physically where the four of those women are, but they're still related, carbonation related. Dang it, I know. Dang it. That's what they said. They literally said, we don't know nothing about no drones. I'm like, wait a minute. Your man had a whole bail hearing about having a drone sent to him. Like, what the fuck? Who was handling the drone? Was it Juju? Because Juju was at the courthouse protesting and shit. I'm like, I want that boy to take his ass back to school. Somebody's school. Then that other lady who testified at Eligio's, I think it was his second or third bond hearing. And I saw her in the chat. Her name was Adriana Johnson. I think her name was Anna. She might go by Anna too. I think she's the one from Vegas. She was out there with Juju because I heard her voice. So we don't know nobody no drones. Oh, you don't? Hey, Devin. But I want to thank y'all for spending like over 2 hours here with me. Thank you, Devin and 411, Angel Wings, Sat 12, Fungi Fee. Who else is in here? Messiah Birch. Let's see. Shantae, Gator Girl 4, Trevor. Let's see who else is in here. Ebony Woods, Leonard Emil Taylor. Thank you so much for being here. If I missed anyone, please blame it on my head, not my heart. I appreciate all of y'all. Okay, and shout out to the chat people. Shout out to RealLyfe Productions, RealLyfe Monty. Shout out to the people that was in the chat over there earlier. Shout out to the people in my chat. And shout out to Replay Gang. Please, if you would like to support the Let Me See the Transcript channel, you can send me a super chat, Cash App, Zelle, or PayPal. But if you can't do that, please do me a favor. Please share this video. Yeah, it's a Libre. Yeah, I got the Libre 3. So my phone was going on. But I thought what I had was healthy, but I guess it was still too much sugar. So I had a Mediterranean platter. But not a platter, but it's It was chicken. It probably was the rice. Chicken, rice, and vegetables, and some lamb cut up. So, but yeah. Oh, thank you, Devin, for dropping by. I appreciate all of y'all. So, um, we got to go out with Shirley Caesar. I'm sorry, cause these four right here, they was getting on my nerves. We got to go out with Shirley. Oh, you could tell by the